Okay, welcome to the Honest Texan. I am your host, Josh. This is episode 4 or 5. I don't know. That's Honest Texan, HONEZT. Go check it out. Go check out thehonesttexan.com for some interesting articles and videos and everything like that. And I'm working on a new project that hopefully that'll be launched soon, within a week, hopefully, or next week. I don't know, but hopefully it'll be launched pretty soon, and I might start going live on here and on Facebook. So be on the lookout for that too, because why not? I like to have fun with this. In news today, somewhat breaking news, or it is breaking news. I don't know. Listen, as reported by CNN, Nancy Pelosi is expected to visit Taiwan. So that'll be interesting. The first high-ranking official in 25 years to visit Taiwan amid Chinese tensions and China's threats. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. Let's roll this footage and see what they say. No commercial, no commercial, no.
Okay, this is a freezer, not a time capsule.
Commercial.
Sometimes the house itself.
I like that. Don't get me wrong. I like that commercial. It is a pretty funny. They actually did a really good job with this commercial. I actually like Progressive, at least this commercial.
Home insurance rates.
So I mean,
we don't need to print the internet.
it is what it is.
I'll give you $100 if you can tell me.
Yeah, I'll probably cut this out.
It's a meatball.
Maybe not.
We can't help you from becoming your parents, but we can help you compare rates on home insurance with Home Quote Explorer.
Yeah, he velcroed the remote.
We have some brand new CNN reporting from our producer Eric Chung here in Taipei. He has confirmed with a senior Taiwanese government official and a U.S. official familiar with the matter that Nancy Pelosi, the U.S. House Speaker, will be visiting Taiwan after making a stop in Malaysia. The exact date, we're not reporting that just yet, but it will be in the coming days. And now we wait to see what China's response will be.
That's going to be interesting because, it's China.
Invasion. Taipei port, a crucial river gateway to the capital. If China takes the port, the presidential office will be next. For decades, Taiwanese troops have been training to defend this island from the mainland's massive military. The world's only Chinese-speaking democracy, preparing for a David and Goliath scenario, made more credible by Russia's war on Ukraine. The latest fiery threats from Beijing, whose communist rulers...
Yeah, you ain't lying about that whole David versus Goliath thing. But what they fail to realize is that the U.S. should be backing Taiwan. I say should be because the Biden administration, I don't know, they're kind of iffy. But if Taiwan is our allies, then yes, the U.S. should be backing them. And the U.S. should not put up with any of the Chinese crap that they're doing. So if Nancy Pelosi, or whenever Nancy Pelosi actually goes to Taiwan, and if China wants to shoot a missile or they want to try to invade Taiwan, okay, hey, do so at your own peril. Do so at your own peril, because even though I may not like I like Taiwan, I may not like Nancy Pelosi, she is an American citizen and she is an American senator and Speaker of the House. Senator, yeah, Speaker. I know for sure she's Speaker of the House. So. Yeah, if you want to go ahead and mess with one of ours, we'll definitely mess with one of yours. Because, again, that's an American citizen. And because you're pissed off because Taiwan doesn't want to be a part of your country, screw yourself. That's basically what I got to say. But, like I said, China's doing a lot of posturing. They're doing a lot of threats. They're doing what the guy who always talks a lot of crap in a fight does. Not saying that China is not about that life, because China is. However, when it comes to China versus the United States, who's really more about that life? Who has that past where, we just went ahead and somebody, right? America has. I'm just saying it is what it is. Look, but let's continue.
In this regard, Taiwan is a breakaway province, reaching fever pitch all over leaked plans
she
of
got
a
purple
potential
hair.
visit to this self-governing island by U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Third in line to the presidency, Pelosi would be the highest-ranking U.S. official to visit Taiwan in 25 years.
Not a young person.
Pelosi is leading a congressional delegation to the Indo-Pacific region, including Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan. no official mention of Taiwan. Analysts say Pelosi could still visit Taiwan, a whirlwind stop lasting hours, not days, an attempt to rein in the rhetoric and tame China's threats to not play with fire by supporting Taiwan independence.
We also got to realize Nancy Pelosi is old as hell. And no disrespect to Nancy Pelosi when it comes to that. But you already noticed that when old people or when people get to that age, their level of effort is just sky high. They just don't care no more. She could be, I believe Nancy Pelosi could be there. She really could be. Some people that get to that age and to that level of I just don't give a F, I think that's what Nancy Pelosi is. I think that's where she is. And hey, you know what? Let it ride.
Tammy Duckworth's delegation dropped by Taiwan for just a few hours in May. China still flew dozens of warplanes near Taiwan.
They flew, but they didn't do anything.
And the news cycle moved on.
I don't think they will retaliate. I don't worry about it. Mainland China is just threatening us. If they really
See, that's where I gotta disagree. Look, I'm not saying that China is about that life because they clearly, I think they are. In the past, in the Korean War, they have seen action. And, they, of course, other wars. But in the Korean War, they shot and killed, United States military members who were a part of, I think it was in NATO at the time. I'm not sure. I got to go back and look at the Korean War. But nonetheless, they have shot and killed U.S. soldiers. We have shot and killed Chinese soldiers in the past. So clearly we have kind of sized each other up to an extent, Yes, China has I think a much bigger army than the U.S. However, our army is battle tested. Our army is been in wars. I mean, hell, for God's sakes, we have been in the Iraq war and the Afghanistan war for well over 10 years. So, yeah, I mean, our soldiers are battle tested. But now, do I want to get into a war? No, I'd rather see our soldiers prosper. I want to see our country prosper. Calm it down a little bit. Let things settle down. I understand what's going on at the world stage with Russia fighting Ukraine, with Russia taking their oil away from Europe and all that. Recently Russia just got through cutting off their oil again to Germany, so I get it. And then, of course, Biden administration or the White House is selling 20 million or 20, I don't know. They're selling our oil reserves to the highest bidder. So it is what it is on that. That might be another video. But when it comes to this, just like the fighter, just like the guy that does all that jaw jacking, all that talking crap, you still don't never want to give him an open to your weakness. You still don't want to give him an opening at all because sucker punch you. So, I mean, there's that. But again, I would hope that the Taiwanese people would not just brush China off like that. I'm not saying that you got to be worried about it all the time, but be aware of your surroundings, be aware of what's going on, be ready, be prepared. That's, always, that's what needs to be on your mind.
decide to invade Taiwan, they can kill it within 2 to 3 days. They don't need to talk much.
It's a view shared by many in Taiwan. They've been riding this rhetorical roller coaster for decades. As the latest U.S.-China threats dominated global headlines, they were barely mentioned by the media in Taiwan. The island with the most to lose has lost interest.
I wasn't interested in
Looks like a
finding out
beautiful
more
place to
about
go,
it.
though.
I'm not concerned. China has done the same thing many times, but exchanges between Taiwan and the U.S. shouldn't be stopped because of this.
Many Taiwanese people perceive war with China as a distant threat. A threat, some observers say, could draw closer with each escalation. Xi Jinping is China's most powerful leader since Mao. His vow to bring Taiwan back to the mainland, by force if necessary, is backed by a massive military and growing nuclear arsenal.
Yep. That is interesting. So with that, I mean, look, Nancy Pelosi, she's going to Taiwan. Don't know when. She's probably not going to be there that long. She'll probably be there for maybe a few hours at best. Maybe most of the day, and then headed back to the United States. But again, Taiwan is our ally, so we should defend Taiwan, just like we defend Israel, just like we defend the European nations and all that. I mean, we have to defend our allies. I mean, it is what it is. Plus, they pay for protection anyway. So, but we need to defend these people. I mean, we got to defend our allies. I mean, just like we defend Israel. China does a lot of jaw jacking, but eventually everything has an end and everything has a beginning. So who knows? Eventually China might attack or whatever. We don't know. But right now it's just been a lot of show of force, a lot of posturing, a lot of jaw jacking, and we'll see what happens. All I know is that if they do strike while Nancy Pelosi's there, then no shit. Well, I feel bad for y'all, because then you're gonna feel the U.S. military's might. Now, I'm not saying that I want our soldiers to go back to war, because I really don't. Our soldiers have been at war for the longest time. But they're battle tested. So, I mean, there's that. But at the same time, we want our soldiers to prosper, have their families, go be with their families and everything like that. But rest assured, I'm not saying I would like to speak for the United States, although I really would. When it comes to Nancy Pelosi, and even though I don't like Nancy Pelosi, she is a United States citizen, and she is the Speaker of the House. She is, I think, third in line to the presidency. So, yeah, you do something to her, I'm sorry, we got to blow y'all up. We got to do something. Now, them fighting words right there, we got to respond. And we should respond with force. I mean, the United States is the only country in the world that has used nuclear weapons on another country. Sorry, Japan. But, that's what we have done. I'm not saying that I want to take it there. I would love and I would hope that nuclear weapons will be off the table. But human curiosity gets the best of everybody eventually. So, I don't know. Like I said, do you think that this will cause a World War III if they, do you think that Taiwan can defend itself? Heck, do you believe that China will do something? Do you think China is just all posturing, or do you think China is just, all jaw jacking, or do you think that they'll actually do something? Or are they just like North Korea, who ain't done squat except just, posture too? So let me know in the comments section. Like and subscribe. This has been the Honest Texan Podcast. This is a quick one. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do any other subjects too, because I don't mind talking. It's just pretty funny, entertaining to do so. So yeah, again, like and subscribe, share, leave a comment. I'm not one of those dudes that's gonna regulate the comments like that. So do what you need to do. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all have a great day. Be on the lookout for another episode.